from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Cleveland Browns.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and for both of these teams that we're going to see, Charles, the future is kind of right now. You know, this is something you only see a handful of times in an NFL season where you've got a rookie quarterback versus a rookie quarterback.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the era we're in now. Because our dads, they didn't see rookie quarterbacks go against each other. In fact, it could be 2-3 years before they even saw the playing field. Nowadays, you get drafted, they expect you to play earlier, and these guys as competitors, they'll take their lumps early, but they'd rather be on the field.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one. Here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And they can't bring him down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Sanders. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Operating from the gun, Sanders. So 8 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Looking to throw. Sanders looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Penix working out of the gun here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 55 yards. is. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's Sanders throwing on first down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action. Sanders. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Back to throw. Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. To throw is Sanders on first down. That's caught left side by Judy. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Ford. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Sanders. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Robinson with another carry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. These two teams all tied after one. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Robinson up the middle. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, they turn to Ford, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Here's Penix. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Looking to throw, Penix. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air, Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson from 10 yards out. And the Falcons are able to add on to that lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. And now the Browns coming out on the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the ground, it's Ford. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Sanders. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Back to throw. Sanders. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Back to throw again. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Penix going to look to throw on first down. Into the hands of London. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
An impressive catch by Robinson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. He got 29 yards that time.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. In the first half, it was the lefty, Michael Penix, who had it working. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and a yard. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. From the shotgun, it's Penix. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Penix on 3rd down. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Here's Penix on 1st and 10. Oh, and that is incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Hand off now to Robinson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun, Sanders. Throw left side, he's got Tillman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
This is Ford. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Flush to his right. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Forced out to his left. This ball down the field for Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And looking to throw, Penix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney from 8 yards out. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Sanders. Pass caught. He's got Tillman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Sanders on 1st and 10. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Sanders gets this over the middle to Tillman. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Sanders now throwing on first down. Complete. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Browns. From 17 yards out. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Falcons offense set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing on first down is Penix, eluding the pressure right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll go play action here with Penix. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
They'll throw with Penix. That one deep for London. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London with his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. They'll look to throw again. Open man, that's Tillman. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. A play fake. Now Penix steps away to his left. This ball down the field for Pitts. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. This ball down the field for Pitts. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. He'll buy some time right. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.